any extra comments. Well, yeah, but we did sit down. I should clarify something. Okay?
Go ahead.
Can I clarify
Yeah,
something? We were going to do a skit, and then we were going to do a parody. We thought, oh, let's just pick a song and do a parody off of it, you know, just do something funny. Well, then I sat down and I started playing around. We're like, hey, let's do that. And 2 hours later, I had 14 verses written out. Okay? So some people are mentioned, some people aren't. If you're not mentioned, it doesn't mean we don't like you. It just means that we didn't want to make 30 verses. So yeah, bear with me, okay? Please. And feel like if you want to laugh, you can laugh.
Okay.
I gotta get the rhythm right down. You did it right. That's not what I do that.
We practiced this one a lot. Hey Gabe, this one goes out to you.
If you can ever get it, yeah, going.
There we go. Thank you.
All right, Mark.
Hey, you guys give me a break one again. I've got like 20 people staring at me.
Well, we're gonna keep staring at you.
It's like being shy bladder. I'm shy.
You did not just say that.
I can see the resemblance. I understand where that came from.
Ooh, ouch.
There we go. I have the chorus wrong. There's a story about some kids, a little different in the heads. Do some things, not all the best. Do some highlights. You ready for this? Ivy, Ivy, Ivy. University. They get together, do some things, but their favorite was to watch movies. Then one night, slumped in their spots, agonized, ran the box. Sorry if you guys don't get it, you just feel left out. Any chance, for any reason, to hold a dance, slow to fast, rock to swing, ice ice baby, this money sings. Ivy,
Good memories of University.
I get used to it. There was Pat in his groove. There was Mark. Watch him move. All the guys back in the day got together, saying YMCA. Strange of all, there was Tam. Wish she was here. She could act like any ham. One thing she loved, without fail, was to sing. Big booty, big booty, big booty. Yeah, big booty. Then there's Heather, a little extreme. She'd say, "Shut up!" Hear her scream. She was known for her hair, her ugly fish named Hitler. Crystal. Her vocab, always full. What's your function? She would say, to close her mouth, yeah, I would pay. That actually came up the fastest. Then there's Lance. Or is it Gabe? Never could tell. Anyway, Lance would tell him, but they'd go, are they twins? Who would know? Every year they would light a spark for a campfire at Wiley Park, playing games like Mafia, eating burgers shaped like meatballs, and I feel. Katie didn't like that one. They got sucked into leadership. They were cool, they thought they were hip. Prayed forever, sometimes a bore. It wasn't till we had Toby snoring.
How many more verses?
Only 4 more.
Oh, okay.
There was school, work and tests. It really sucked, I must confess. From art to Petrie, just wanted to pass, yeah, with the D's. That was for you, Lance. From the whips to the lines, weddings came so suddenly. If you wanna be on one knee, just stop right now and join IB.
What is going on?
Drinkers, coffee that is. Booster the place to act like kids. Hearing songs played from a band. Being entertained by Lenny and Tam. I'm free. University is the last verse.
Okay.
Through the years and through the schemes, I prepared them for their dreams. Is this the end? Not a chance. In 30 years, yeah, they'll have a dance.
University.
Yeah.
What we're going to do now is I just want people, because I don't know, a lot of us keep in touch with each other, but I just thought it would be fun for all of us to go around and maybe give a brief explanation of what the last year or two has involved for us. And so just kind of give an update to all of us about your lives in the last year or so. And I told you on the itinerary, so you should have been prepared for this, but I also told you that you could be creative or you could just be boring, whatever you want. So that's what we're going to go around and do. And it doesn't have to be anything long, it can just be something short or whatever. So.
You know, you're stifling our creativity.
Last year I started writing
We're going to start over there.
Do you want me to
Volunteer
help?
for
Do you want me
the
to
guys.
help?
Last one.
Okay, I guess we'll start with me. Mark and I moved to Iowa about a year and a half ago, and since then, Mark's been a youth pastor, and I have been unemployed. And loving it. Actually doing children's work at the church. I'm the children's coordinator there, and working with about 50 kids in our Sunday school class, and organizing
is class 50 kids in our Sunday school classes.
classes.
Sorry.
No, in my class. And so it's been a good year. It's been a hard year, the moving part and being away from everybody. But I don't know. The best part about this last year was that Mark and I were able to grow together as we were newly married, pretty much, and have really grown a lot this last year. And especially being in the ministry, a place where we weren't really sure what to expect, even though Mark has experienced it with his family, but it was a learning experience for both of us. I had a chance to go to Brazil in March, and I do have my pictures here with me. If you want to see pictures, I've scrapbooked them all for you. And yeah, so the latest news is I'm cancer free. I don't know how many of you knew that I had a biopsy done this last week. I found a lump, and I heard somebody said everybody in Aberdeen thinks you have cancer. I don't have cancer. They just did a biopsy, and it's cancer free. So praise to God. So yeah, that's all. Mindy.
I could go again if you want. I was born in 1979.
Well, this last year I've been the elementary guidance counselor in Sheldon. My second year was a little bit different than my first year in that I was 5th and 6th grade guidance counselor, and I taught computers and didn't really like that. And in December, when I was home at Christmas time, I was just kind of feeling complacent in my walk, and I was talking to my parents about it, and they're like, well, you've always wanted to do missions work, why don't you look at a missions trip for the summer? So I started looking at missions trips for the summer, and God led me to look at the short-term placements for navigators, and I found this position for doing an internship with navigators on their Edge Corps in England, and I was like, this is so cool, this is so me, but I can't quit my job. And God just kept prodding me, and so I decided to apply after an encouragement of like several other people and praying about it, and I applied for it, and a couple weeks later I got my contract for school, and I realized I'm going to have to decide on this before I'm going to know if I'm going to have my position with Navigator. So after a lot of prayer, I talked to my principal, and she encouraged me to quit my job and which not your normal principal position, but it was cool because she just was like, Anna, I can tell that this is where God's leading you, and so I would like you to stay, but go ahead and go if that's where you feel God leading you. So quit my job, and I was accepted to Navigators to be intern staff in England, Sheffield, for the next year, and I went in June to Colorado Springs to get training and meet my teammate Casey from Kansas. She's really cool, and I'm looking forward to living with her, and I'm going to be living with the family I'm going to be interning under, and their names are Andy and Mary Grafton. And this summer I've been fundraising, which you probably all know because you probably all got support letters from me, and I appreciate you guys' support and your friendship so much. And yeah, that's like I think the big thing for me this year. So I don't know. Just go ahead.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yep.
Okay. Well, hi. I'm Mike Bowser.
I'm Mike.
I like Mark.
You remember me from such films.
Or you may remember me from the Donaldson wedding. Long story. Well, not really, but I won't dive into it. Hey, I got married in November, Rebecca, so that was really cool. Let's see. Well, Bex, you're teaching 6th grade at First Baptist.
I wish I wasn't employed.
but for now doing that, and I from what I gather, liking that pretty good, right? Okay.
I just wish I was an employee. I'm being really serious. I'd really like to stay at home.
Yeah, I like it. I come home and the house is clean.
It's clean when I work.
Oh, right. Okay, so I work for United Defense now. I build stuff that blows stuff up, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's my first manufacturing job, but it's actually a whole lot of fun. I'm gonna go back to school in the fall. I was glad to be done the first time, but actually, United Defense is paying for me to go back, so I can take a class or two a semester and just kind of, take my time with it and get free education in the process. So that's been a really kind of a cool development lately. Looking and doing some computer stuff, some network administration sort of thing. So we'll see where that goes. So we shall see. Other than that, we were given the trailer house. This is really cool. Bex and I were living in our apartment over on Lincoln.
It really doesn't matter.
Okay, we were living over this apartment in Lincoln, and should I be looking at the camera?
Don't start over.
No. We're over at this apartment in Lincoln, and we're thinking, well, maybe we should buy a house because we're tired of paying the rent monster. So we start looking for a house and realize, man, we just don't know that we want to get into buying a house now. And then just after we figured that out, just after we figured that out.
Boring, Mike.
Hey, we only have 50 minutes left of this tape, guys.
Okay, so just after we figured that out, this couple in this church that said, hey, we got this trailer house, you want it for nothing? And so, yeah, we took it. So, yeah, it was really, really gross at the beginning, but actually it's very, very nice now.
So do we have your new address? Because I think I just sent something to your old one.
It's probably being forwarded, but we can give you the new address if you want before you go. And you should stop over and look, because the outside is really grungy, but the inside is primo. So, anyway. I'm done. Hi, thanks.
Oh, I'm like, I'll say something. You guys didn't know me. But I moved here a year ago, actually like a year and 2 months ago, and was welcomed amazingly. Will's my cousin, by the way. So he's my closest cousin too, even though I'm older. But I was welcomed amazingly just into the group and so many people who didn't know me, and it was just, I came from an amazing university chapter in Texas and left my friends very reluctantly when God showed me that I was supposed to move up here with my family, and noticed that blessing through InterVarsity isn't just in Texas, it's in other chapters too. So it was really cool to get to meet people who graduated and people who are currently involved, and so thanks.
Well, I've been doing cool stuff.
Are you friends with Mike?
What's that? No, mine will be a lot briefer than Mike's. I took a job with McClellan Design about 4 months ago, so I'm no longer working for my dad's furniture store.
Now he's working for my cousin.
Yeah. Yay! But I'm really enjoying that. I'm having a good time learning a lot of things, and I've been taking to it for about a year. And yeah, I think that's about it. I can't think of anything else in particular that I'd like to share. So.
Well, it's been 2.5 years since I moved out of Lincoln or Aberdeen. What? I now live in Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm getting my master's in science and actuarial science, if anybody understands what that is, which is probably about that many. Which basically means I develop insurance products and retirement products for a company sometime down the road. I love Lincoln. I love Nebraska. I'm at University of Nebraska Lincoln. And just I'm in a different campus ministry. I've been down to Mexico twice now for spring break trips, a mission trip. This year we built a roof on this church so that they could build a new sanctuary on top of it, and it was amazing. We spent about 10 hours building this huge roof, and had the fun experience again this year of building cement from scratch. And I mean, that's awesome. That's cool. But yeah, I mean, I can't imagine. I've changed spiritually so much. I love it. I love it. So that's how I feel.
Crystal and I are still in Aberdeen. Not taking classes though. I don't know. Most of you guys get our newsletters. So. This summer we didn't go overseas. We did do some traveling, and as you know, some of you know, we visited California to visit a seminary because we were thinking about making a career change. Although there's more questions involved with that than there are answers at this time. So we're still thinking about what that will look like, possibly next fall. So we'll still be here at Northern for one more year at least, and we'll see what happens after that. Anything you want to add?
You just have to move somewhere where we all would like to come and visit you. You can't move to like Kentucky or somewhere like that.
Because we wouldn't go there. There's some really flavorful
Because we found out earlier that it was
Tennessee, that was scary. Tennessee has like, I mean, hillbillies, just me.
That's where Janet's going.
I know! I came back, I was like, look out, they really talk like hillbillies.
Hey, you guys have had your chance. Let Crystal talk.
Yeah, let me talk. I'm really happy to be an aunt, and Jarvis is happy to be an uncle, and also I'm going to claim Jim and Jess's baby as being an honorary aunt and uncle. Honorary Katie, don't worry, I won't steal your show there. Katie is very possessive about her niece. But anyway, that's all I have to say. I'm glad you're here.
What's your thoughts?
And Gabe, we miss you a lot. So, if anyone wonders, I just want to make this brief note. This is, okay, let me start over. We're videotaping this for Gabe to send it to him in Iraq. And so, at any point during the weekend, if you'd like to say something personalized to him, please go ahead and do that. And then we'll be making a DVD from this videotape to send to him in Iraq. So, because he couldn't be here. And if any of you want a copy of this, let me know. For only $19.
Free easy payment. I'll lock off one whole payment.
1-800-MONEY for IB.
Okay, basically what we did over the last year is I graduated from Northern. Well, graduated from Northern actually, and then I had to finish up a one-credit class, and I had to graduate again.
I don't think you did that.
I was one of those guys who just like couldn't get enough of it, so but I never came back for the second one. I just couldn't bear to go through twice, you know. But went down to Sioux Falls. We were kind of praying about where God is leading me. I was looking at chiropractic school, but then I kind of got into business at Northern. Wasn't sure what I was going to do, so basically took the year to kind of figure out what I wanted to do. Ended up working at Thunder Road last summer. Then last fall, Thunder Road ended in about October, and for the first time in my life, I was just unemployed. So that was a new experience.
Did you like it?
It was good for a while. It gets really hard to pay the bills. I'm not sure why, but. I didn't give myself a husband that would support me, I guess.
Neither did Linda.
That was hard. The man was unemployed. Give him a break.
I'm applying for different jobs. I
love you.
end up begging Heather for money in the meantime.
Was she employed yet?
So I figured I was going to take off time just like Heather had. Ended up working at a restaurant. No. None of that was true. But anyways, so basically I applied for different jobs, mostly in business areas. Then I ended up finally, I actually went out and applied at Citibank and I got a job there. Ended up doing customer service phones. Kind of thought, well, this is my thing, but it kind of grew on me as I went along. And it ended up not being too bad. It was kind of a nice, change to have something nice to have benefits and good job, paying job, and a lot of those kind of things. But as I found out, dental insurance is very important. It's a couple $1,000s by now and then. But and then I've kind of decided now that I'm going to go back to chiropractic school though. Kind of decided that in my future that's something I wanted to get out of and really get into a profession that I want to be in long term. So this fall I'll be going back to chiropractic school in Minneapolis, particularly Bloomington. So
It's an extra place to stay.
Bloomington, Minneapolis, St. Paul, anything like that. Come stay with me.
Pretty soon we'll just all have free places to stay across the United States if we all move around. And England.
And England, yeah. Come visit me in
Hey, I'm
England.
still working on your package. We'll get it to you.
Yeah, Chrissy.
Like Ryan said, we've been in Sioux Falls for a year now, and I've been working at an early bridal shop, just around the store, basically like Brides and Bells or whatever. And I got to help Heather, and it was so awesome.
She was one of the first people to see me in my dress.
And it was awesome. But that's been really cool. I guess I've just mostly been doing that. I helped with Awana last year during the school year, and then this summer and last summer helping at Thunder Road. And then a couple other things I wanted to say is just like what I think is really cool about God and what He's doing in our lives is it seems like you get to a point where you're comfortable. Like Aberdeen was comfortable, and then we went to Sioux Falls, and I was like, oh, that's big. I got used to that. And then we really loved it, and we love Sioux Falls. But guess what? Now I have to go to the next step. So I'm kind of excited, but like anxious to go to Minneapolis. It's a new thing that He's doing. So that's kind of cool that He keeps us like going in that way. Because we would definitely stay in Sioux Falls if we could.
Yeah, definitely more comfortable to stay in Sioux Falls. But
Makes you wonder where He's leading you. New York? You can handle it after Bloomington.
But we're excited
yes.
about it. I'm scared all at the same time. We're gonna miss you guys. Like we like that about Sioux Falls, that we had friends there, and unfortunately none of you are moving to Minneapolis yet. So
You're still pretty close to us.
I know we were trying with you. We
I was
were.
counting on you.
We were trying to get him to go to California too, and that didn't work either.
I'll
That's
try more
pretty much
effective
it.
ways next time. I'll just throw the card.
Well, he just can't help
It's
us
still here,
move,
what?
so maybe we just keep it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Here, I graduated a little over a year ago, and I've been working at NECOG, also known as Northeast Council of Governments. Not very many people know what it is, and I don't know what it is. We are a planning and development district, so that's all I'll say about that. If you have any questions, you can always talk to me. Sometimes.
I'll have to kill you. Sounds like a secret agency.
We're a non-profit.
Oh, okay.
And then this last May, Donna graduated, and then we got married.
Wait,
I wasn't
And
invited.
spent a week in Aruba. And then Donna's been working at the Salvation Army this summer. And in the fall, she's going to be what's your title?
Library aide / after school program aide.
No.
Yeah.
For the Warner School District. And we're getting more involved in Alliance Church because we're still here in Aberdeen. After 23 years, I'm still here in Aberdeen.
Dedication.
Yeah, we're
young.
we're in charge of the Sunday School program at Alliance for next year, and we've got some other ministry opportunities there, so that's cool. Anything you got that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
That was good.
Becky and I are both still at Ames Valley Huron. I'm starting year 6. Becky's going half-time.
Year 4.
Year 4.
It's hard to believe.
I spend the summers, last couple summers, working for my uncle on his ranch, so pretending to be a cowboy / farmer.
Jocelyn.
Anything new in your life?
No, nothing. The only rules the roost at our house, right?
Yeah, it's like, when am I getting attention?
So that's our new thing.
She says it's time to go home.
Oh, all right. Do I have to come up?
Gabe wants to see himself. Gabe wants to see himself. Come out from under the shadow.
I'm in Aberdeen currently, I guess, living in my parents' basement. Which is alright.
There's nothing wrong with that, Becky, is there?
There's nothing wrong with that. Get yourself a husband who
I'll pass on that
We're trying to save marriage in this nation. Points.
Becky's not.
Know what I mean?
Anyways, this last year, I guess I've done a little bit of this and that. Did a little teaching, a little coaching, a little insurance work. Blah, no offense, but not for me. I'm currently doing some road construction, I guess. Holding a good old stop sign.
Yeah.
Good tan. Right now I'm just trying to work out some loose ends, I guess, as far as trying to get a teaching job lined up and go from there.
I thought you were moving with Spearfish. No?
That's why we're having the video session. We find these things out.
Joy and Becky, are you leaving?
Can you grab it?
Yep, we'll see you at 9:30. Or no.
Bye, Whip.
Bye, Whip.
Bye.
That's fine.
She's saying it's time to make
Yeah, I think she's saying it.
It was time a long time ago.
See you guys tomorrow.
Night, everybody.
Night, Jory.
Oh, I know. It's so rough. But
Mike's gonna support us all.
Yeah, do
You can
support.
take Linda and Brian too.
you're going back to school.
Trailer house.
No.
It's more room than what we had before. It's more room
Okay.
than what we had before.
Actually, it's probably just as much room as I have in my current apartment.
Oh.
I guess our family has had a lot of big things happen this year. Well, Steve and I got engaged in October. And then
What?
in January, my great uncle died. He was like my grandpa, so that was something bad big that happened this year. But then my sister, who had been living with her boyfriend for 12 years, finally decided to get married. Praise the Lord. So they got married in April. And that same weekend, my great uncle's brother died. So we've had 2 funerals, 2 weddings this year, because Steve and I got married. And then my grandma celebrated her 80th birthday, and my great aunt celebrated her 85th birthday. So we just had tons of big things in our family, and I just want no more big things. I just want to have a normal life now, at least until January, and just do nothing.
What's in January?
Nothing. It's just a new year. So for the rest of the
Is that like 9 months from now? Is there a little hint there?
It's only 7.
Whoa! Oh boy!
Absolutely not. If that happens, you all know that it wasn't supposed to happen.
No, miracles.
But yeah, and I moved into Steve's house. And it's,
After you were married.
And it's beautiful, but it's still a mess. So if anyone wants to come and help me put stuff together or help us paint the guest room.
Oh, boy, yeah. Woo! Hey, all in favor to paint, raise your hand.
1.
What?
What? I missed something. I got it. Okay, Did you want to?
My turn?
You're up.
Okay. Crystal said to be creative. Good job, dear.
I didn't think she was serious.
Oh no, she put
All of you
Pay
know
attention,
I'm yes, I'm a teacher, and so I bring visual aids to help everybody understand. After I graduated in December of 2002, I got a job at Aberdeen Christian High School, and I'm currently I'm U.S. History College Prep, Journalism, Gospels, World History, Economics, Government, Debate, Lunchroom Monitor, Study Hall Monitor, okay, so, and sometimes I play secretary too. And so here's our yearbook that we finished this year. I had never taken a journalism class before, so you can look through this if you want. If not, that's okay.
And it's really nice.
It's very good.
They did a good job.
Then, God brought the love of my life into my life. Travis, Linus right here, and yeah. And Travis and I started courting last July. Travis made his intentions clear that he loved me.
Well, I'm sure glad about that.
We got engaged in September and then we were married in December.
50 days after us.
Right.
Wow.
So my family had two big things to do this year, and it was
Yeah, because my sister and our wedding was 6 weeks apart too.
Then I moved to a farm in Andover. Where's that? It's 30 miles east of here.
It's where the interstate or the highway goes into 4 lanes and 2 lanes.
Yeah. And so we live a mile and a half north of there, and my husband is a farmer there.
It's home of the
So-
world famous
so
James
we,
Scott threshing.
Yeah.
I was just thinking
So we are beginning our combining season, so that's why I brought the combine for those of you who do not know what a combine is. And I got to drive it for the first time yesterday.
That?
And then, and then we got married. And if you would like to see the slideshow that Josh Lateral made for our wedding, you can see that too. But that's what I brought. That's us. I'm teaching, he's farming. We're not having any kids right now. We have dog, Linus.
Not Travis.
Isn't he from Snoopy?
Okay.
Yep. Well, we decided to do a top 10 of our past year. But it's kind of a little different top 10. All right, top 10. What are we naming it?
I love you, buddy.
The top 10 epiphanies from in the past year. Number 10. The definition of a youth director is synonymous with all other duties as requested. Before they're requested.
Amen.
I knew you'd appreciate that one. Yeah, in the past year I've gotten rid of bats. We had a bat infestation in the church. I've gotten rid of various insects. And yeah, in the church. And just Tuesday, I mopped up 10 gallons of water out of our fellowship hall. Number 9. Number 9. It's a good thing to know all the employees of Walmart Supercenter by name. We too have a 24-hour Walmart, and we have like we have like a hangover from Northern times, and we go there all the time. Sometimes multiple times per day. Number 8. Oh, this is a good one. Our reputation as local musicians could be elevated to the status of celebrity by performing live on television.
Really?
Yeah, we were asked to provide entertainment for a little spot on a telethon.
Wow.
The local branch of what was it?
United Way.
United Way. So that was kind of cool.
The two of you, or your church, or your youth
We did.
group? You two.
Us two.
Also,
Before and after.
We have celebrities in it.
She was there.
You're gonna get some million.
I'm related to
Oh.
a celebrity.
Me too.
Well, we like to think we're considered as celebrity
When you
status.
start your tour.
I don't know. Number 7. A Minnesota Lutheran's idea of evangelism is dressing up in Swedish outfits and serving raw fish.
What?
It's Ludafisk.
Yeah.
Yeah, we moved up north. Actually, it's south from here. But one of their big main evangelism activities is having smorgasbord.
Scandinavian smorgasbord.
Yeah. So everybody dresses up like little Swedish people and serve raw fish.
But everybody, like the whole church is involved. And I was like, what is the purpose of this? And they consider it a huge evangelism tool.
Yeah. And
better ways to
there's
do
no
it.
evangelism. And I mean,
raw
us
fish
at
always
American
represented?
Lutheran, that's our big thing. About a mile away at First Lutheran, they do the Ludafisk supper. So it's
Is that like the Last Supper? Or
it's
is it-
well, it could be.
Jesus was a Minnesotan.
For sakes. Number 6. There are amazing adult Christian experiences outside of chapter camp. For those of you who've been able to go to chapter camp, it's like a spiritual high. It's awesome, and you get to meet a lot of cool people and you get to do a lot of cool things. Last October, Jess accompanied me to the National Youth Workers Convention in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I kind of dragged her along. She was a couple months pregnant, about three months pregnant, so she still wasn't feeling too good. And but I dragged her to North Carolina, and we got to see Chris Tomlin and Jars of Clay and Louis Giglio and Tony Campolo, Stephen Curtis Chapman. Yeah, it's some amazing stuff, and I get to go again this year. And now I'm prepared. I know how to prepare for it and get the most out of the experience. So it was a good time for us because that was one of the first times I've gone on a trip. It was cool. It was cool. Number 5. Pregnancy gives one a newfound appreciation for Taco John's. We made many runs to Taco John's. That was like your only craving.
It really was.
I don't know. What do you want to do? You want some pizza, hamburger, Taco John's? We never had an experience like the ice cream and pickles that's the stereotype for pregnant ladies, but Taco John's. So, and it didn't matter which order it was. It had to be Taco John's. All right, number 4. A person can sacrifice a lot to have a car with cruise control and a CD player. We had to upgrade from the little blue Bomber to the new car because the baby seat wouldn't fit in the old car. So we got a new car, and
What is it?
it's a Chevy Malibu. Yeah, so maybe a little hard, but boy, it's so nice. You don't have to cram everything in there. It's kind of neat. Number 3, contrary to popular belief, you can teach with a Bachelor of Arts degree. Jess has, last year, she taught for Minnesota West Community College on 2 campuses, one in Jackson and one in Worthington. And she's been teaching what classes?
Composition.
Competition.
You mean A?
Yeah. And then she also helped instruct music for an after-school program from second graders to fourth graders or first graders? First through fourth graders. So I got to help with that one day. That was kind of cool. She did a fantastic job, and she already has a class lined up for next fall and another class lined up for next spring. So, number 2. Rocky Mountain oysters do taste like chicken.
I concur.
Yeah. Just a couple weeks ago, the week of July 4th, I went on my first mission trip as a youth leader. And we went to Pine Ridge Indian Reservation in the town of Pine Ridge. And we got to work with a lot of the little kids of North Ridge, which is the northern part of Pine Ridge. And we did kind of an after-school program deal, except it was all day out in the sun. I fried my head. What's that?
Grow hair.
Yeah, well, whoops. But it was a growing experience for all of the kids to see a sophomore guy who I don't know very well come up to me, or who's been fighting the whole year because he didn't want to go, but mom and dad made him go, kind of deal. To come up to me after one of the last nights and come up to me just bawling and give me a hug was, wow, just whoa, that someone can be moved that much at such a young age. So that was one of the moving parts of it. Also, we got to feed buffalo by mouth.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Yeah, we did. And but they have these pellets that are about this long, about 4 or 5 inches long, and about 3/4 of an inch thick. And you hold it in your teeth, and the buffalo come up, and they just lick it right off of your face.
Oh, you perfect.
It is wild to have a 1,000-pound beast come up and lick you on your face. It stinks. It's gross, but it's really cool to say that you've done it.
You got a picture?
Yes.
Good.
I didn't bring it.
But you have one.
Yeah.
It's good.
And to see one of our girls who, the first day, she's a city girl, and the first day she was gagging because she had to wash her dishes in some not so clean dishwater stuff, literally like almost vomiting, to a few days later feeding a buffalo by mouth, and then a couple days later trying Rocky Mountain oysters. This girl took some amazing leaps. And so that's
progress.
Pretty cool. Yeah, she's pretty cool. And number 1 pregnancy test, $5. 1 hospital bill, $8,000. Coming face to face with God, priceless. And so May 21st at 7:10 p.m. Natalie Jean was born. It was just, and I didn't pass out. Didn't even feel sick. But it was. I don't even have the words. It was just insane. And was it that same night? Maybe the next day or something, like, when are we having another one? It was close. I don't remember when it was, but it was. Whoa, and it was a whole lot better than I thought it was going to be. And it's way better to actually have your own than to watch a baby story. That holds nothing to the real thing. But yeah, so, and we've been living with her since. She's a keeper. She's a keeper. So.
I can throw that one back.
Did you have anything else, Jess? But it's been a wild year with ups and downs. Ministry could be the greatest thing or really bite you in the butt. It's hard. But our year is definitely a year and we're going to start a new one. So
We'll pray
prayers
for you.
are welcome. So, and that was our year. Oh, Gabe, is that on? Oh, no, I just made it dark. You are the real American hero.
Hi, Gabe. You know, this whole video is done for you because we miss you. And so, you know, we're just adding a little bit of what we do here this weekend, which has been a lot of talking, quite honestly. A few things other than that, but we're at our picnic on Saturday, and so just wanted to show you kind of what's happening here. I think we're getting a little bit old. It's pretty boring. Hey, maybe you're glad you're not here, huh?
Guys, go over the program. Come out.
I was gonna scare you.
Thank goodness she didn't. So anyway, let's check out, see what's going on. Hope you don't get sick from this video too.
Yeah. Who picked him up? You remember?
So Gabe, it's pretty interesting.
Hi, Gabe.
Pretty exciting.
Hi, Gabe. You are so wishing you were here.
Yeah. So here we are. Fun group, huh?
That's what they showed the ratings.
And the guys are sitting over here
Did you watch that too?
Yeah.
talking about, I think,
It was
some
like
kind of football
95%.
thing going
The
on.
week before it was like 15.
Typical. But the guys are all together.
Hey! Hey!
Say hi to Gabe.
Hey, Gabe. Come back home, buddy.
Yeah,
Come on back safe.
Missing ya.
Wish you could have.
Woohoo! Yeah, it's an exciting place to be. You guys are so intense.
We've been out in the sun playing mini golf all day.
And racing.
It's taxing.
Taxing.
Is Gabe a Vikings fan? Gabe, are you a Vikings fan?
I'm pretty sure.
They're still gonna suck, man. Sorry.
Is he a Vikings fan?
They'll beat the Packers.
They make bad decisions.
He's more of a rugby fan.
No, he's a Vikings fan.
He's a Vikings.
Rugby.
Vikings.
Who likes rugby?
Kind of the few of who's around.
Rugby's tough.
There's your friend Lance.
Rugby's tough for the.
He bought a computer program and watched the demo to learn the rules for
There's the rest of the game.
Oh.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Man, that was impressive. Oh, Gabe, you're going to be so sick after watching this video. I'm so sorry. Ooh, nice. So we'll show you a little water balloons later. We're going to do some worship too, and we'll send a little bit of that to you. But we'll catch you
We're
later.
not
Bye.
worshiping you, though.
Well, here come Jim and Jess. Hi, guys.
Hey, what's up?
I'm talking to Gabe right now.
Oh, hi, Gabe.
Oh, here's Natalie. Oops, I need to make sure that she's in here. This is Jim and Jess's little baby. Isn't she cute? How much does she weigh now, Jess?
About 14.
14 pounds. And how much was she when she was born?
9:14.
Yes. If you remember, I sent you a picture, but this is her now. Like, 2 months old?
11 weeks.
11 weeks.
So a little over.
Wow, you're 11 weeks. What do you think about this, huh? She's like, I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
Never seen that before.
So anyway, there's Jess and Natalie. I think they're gonna go eat or something maybe.
Yes, very hungry.
Jess is very hungry. But now I think I'll leave a message for you. And I really don't like looking at myself like this, but that's okay. We've been out in the sun all day, so I'm sure this is just great. But oh well. So, this is the reunion, and things are going kind of good. We had some minor complications with the picnic. You know, just things that happen. Like the buns were in Melinda's car, and Melinda had a meeting,
and we were waiting to eat. But other than that, it was fine. So things are going good. It's really hot today. Like, it was supposed to be windy and kind of nice, warm, but windy. And the wind is not here. So that's been kind of it's been kind of hot. But compared to where you are, I'm sure it's kind of cool, to tell you the truth. Everybody seems to be having a good time. We miss you, and I wish you were here. We all do. And Rachel too. It would have been really nice if she could come and didn't have to work, but it would be really nice if you both didn't have to work and you could have been here. So just know that we're thinking about you, and I hope you enjoy this video because we thought that would be a fun idea. So I hope you enjoy that, and I don't know, don't have a lot to say. It's been a good weekend so far. We're gonna wrap up tomorrow with the Pizza Ranch. And I hope you enjoyed Mark's song. Wasn't that so funny? I really liked it, so that was cool. And I don't know, that's about it. So anyway, we hope you enjoy this, and we miss you a lot. And we love you.
Like a little ball of happiness. Oh, use those apps.
Does anybody know where the lighter went?
Can I have a big picture right now?
Today, well, it was
You light up my life. That was the lighter thing. You give me hope. Hi, Gabe. You don't know me, but is it on?
Yes.
But we met at Walmart, and you were.
That means you know him.
We've met. There's a difference between knowing. We've met. It was a wonderful moment for me to be able to finally meet this gay person that everybody talks about. But if you don't remember, I'm sure you do. It sticks out in your mind. You were working at Walmart. I pulled up. It was a little gray Escort, silver Escort, because it had like silver flecks in it. And you took my little driver's license, and you looked at it, and then you said, okay, what do you need done? And you said, are you Mark Donaldson's sister by any chance? And I was like, who are you and how do you know my brother? And then you were like, and then you said you knew Lance. And then that made a whole lot more sense to me. So it's nice meeting you for that few moments, and I hope that you enjoy this rendition of Hello and Howdy from hot Aberdeen, South Dakota. Although I'm sure it's not nearly as hot as Iraq. It's very nice.
Hey, Gabe. Look. Here's Heather's wedding. That's the flower, I guess.
You gotta go to where she
Somewhere
is.
more than
so
the
he
flower.
sees Heather.
Oh, and there's
Okay.
Heather.
Yeah.
Behind the flowers.
Anyway, back to what we were saying.
Okay.
I wasn't there either, so you and I are experiencing this both for the first time right now.
You came to the reception though.
Yes, of
Pat
course
was
I
at the
came.
reception
And
in a
Mikey
tux.
probably took some pictures
In a
that
tux.
Gabe had.
Yeah.
Not a tux, but
That's
a tux.
right.
Oh.
And there's Katie, the owner of the video camera right there,
talked
and
to Gabe
Melinda.
already.
Yes.
Gabe, I haven't instant messaged you for a while, so I hope it's a little cooler there than it was a couple weeks ago.
And there's Pat smiling his big Pat smile.
Katie let us borrow this
See, this was so
video
cool that you
camera for
strapped
our
those things
honeymoon.
Oh,
and
did
Mike
she?
taped like an hour, but
This
didn't
part
know he
was
was
my
taping.
favorite.
It actually taped for like many hours in the car.
I
in the
see.
bag.
And now we're over here visiting the boys' table again. There's Toby.
Hi.
Mark.
I mean, we've got
Should I get my
two
guitar?
top recruits out of
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
Get your guitar.
Just.
Should I go get mine?
Well, yeah, it's a big
Sure.
change for him too. He's all set.
I have it here. Not
Passing the
Yeah.
ball.
But
How about we just get one?
the difference is before, what the option is, pass the ball back 5
That
yards
could
and
work.
run forward 10. Now you're
And then someone else could save.
running back 10
There's
yards and
Lance.
passing the ball forward 10.
Hi, buddy.
There isn't that much difference.
Doesn't he look?
Iowa's recruiting.
Yeah.
Iowa's
Wouldn't do you much good here.
And out here, more people are looking at pictures. Will and Donna's honeymoon book, I believe. There's Mark and Renee. Mark and Renee are engaged now. And there's Paul. There's Will and Donna.
Hello again for the.
They've got a quarterback.
Yes.
Yes.
He was a freshman last year.
And there's Jess eating.
He played a couple games. He was really good.
So we're gonna turn you off for now. Oh, there's Dara. Wait a second. There's Dara. There's Dara and Travis. I don't know if you probably, no, you haven't met Travis, but there's Travis. They live by Andover. He's a nice boy.
Hi, Gabe.
There's Dara.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
Hope you're
except
doing
when
well,
he's mean to
Gabe.
me. Yes, there's Dara again.
Thank you for defending our freedoms. Goodbye.
Okay, there. I wanted to wave from you, Travis. Thanks. And there's Jarvis.
I'm like,
Oh, and here's Mike over at the grill. We'll get a good close-up shot of Mike with the sun.
Is Dare taking a picture?
There he is with the hamburger flipper, and he really did a good job. Yeah, he's great.
Okay, so now the party is picking up a little bit. Thank goodness, 'cause we're getting a little worried there. Oh yeah. Oh, there goes those two. Oh. Yeah, and then we got that one who was having old problems now. Oh well. Sorry, I hope I'm not making you sick. Oh, Mark!
I'm wet all over my back.
I can't see you! Oh, Jarvis! Look how smug he is! Oh, Becky!
My shirt's a different color now.
Okay, that was a good time.
Travis gets to the basket to find it empty.
Give me one. I owe him now. He got me in the face. Hey, can I have one?
Again?
Get Jarvis!
Where are they getting them? I didn't see any in there. No, Darren had two.
For the two last ones. I wonder who they're gonna end up on.
look at me!
Woo! Oh, you're wet. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I filled up those water balloons for like 2 hours and they're gone in 1 minute. Oh, that's always the way. Hey, so just another part of our fun day. God in this place. We believe your goodness. We receive your grace. We delight ourselves at your table, oh God. You do all things well. Just look at our lives. Hey, we wish you were here with us singing too.
Play that song.
Hey, just to encourage you. You know, God really does bring us to his banqueting table. And I know that you're probably feeling kind of lonely and missing your family and missing Rachel. But remember that God is good. And each person here just loves you. And we miss you. I wish you were a part of this. I can't wait for you to come back and be a part of it in the coming years. But we are all praying for you. Do you know that? Each one of us is really praying for you, and especially this weekend. We're thinking of you and wishing you were spending this time with us. So, more to come. Still another day left. Ooh, can't believe that. All right, catch you later.
We got fire, it's red.
That is good.